What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of What the Fuck Was That?
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? A fucking cat?
Alright, so it's been a while since the What the Fuck episodes, but basically, if you follow me on Instagram, sometimes I film something random. And this time I filmed something in the studio that I did, which I kind of forgot about. It's a bit of a trick that I learned quite a while ago listening to James Blake. And I just figured out what it was, and it's kind of nice. And the artist that I mixed for, he said, you know what, you should really show people that little thing because it's pretty cool. What I'm talking about is this. So there's a bass drop over here, and I call it shatter bass. And what I did was take an LFO tool, put it on 1/16th, and in the genre that we're in, we can then make it spooky. So what would happen is the bass would hit, and instead of having just going boom, we go boop, 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 boop. So that when the listener listens back to it, he's gonna or she's gonna have this whoa, 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 whoa. That is a heavy bass. We're basically making the woofer of the speaker go boop, 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 which is nice because it displaces air and you feel like it's more bass. That's why I call it shatter bass. Okay, so let's have a little listen. We're gonna start all the way from the beginning, and then that will hit in, and then you'll understand what I'm talking about, and it will make sense with the emotional context as well. Okay, so a lot of little things going on there, but we're basically focusing, or I'm focusing on, it needs to be sub-heavy, it needs to shake you a little bit, and the bounce that needs to be there is either 1/16th or 1/8. So it needs to go wah, 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 wah. So the person doesn't go 1, 2, 3, 4. I want the person to bounce with the track. So there's a lot of little details for that. So let's just show you that because it's fun. And yeah, go through that. So the LFO tool, big tip here. Whoop, 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 whoop. Really fun one. That's all it is. Super easy to do. Just make sure that the kick drum plays at the same time so it has a little to it as well. Then another part that comes in is the whoop. And the whoop has a fun thing to it. Let's see where that whoop comes in. It comes in over here. Vocal shout. Check this out. Wah, 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 wah. So that's a 1/18. Again, that's an LFO tool. And this time I put a reverb on top of the shout because the shout doesn't have to be in the front, it needs to be in the back. So I took this little random ass shape because I couldn't figure out how to make it look pretty. So I just kind of did that. Little dry wet, long decay time, and then it's nice. So the stereo field is also very wide because there's supposed to be vocals rapping away right now, but I don't want to show you guys that. You can check out the link in the description to check out the rap as well. But it's a nice little thing because before that, it would have sounded like this. It's like, what the fuck was that? You know, it just shoots out of nowhere. And if you just let it, pass away a bit, then you still have that constant sexy vibe. Now, speaking about that stereo field, if we look at the harmonics as well, we have a little bit of a trick going on there too. So we have some guitar here, and then I have these constant reverb shoots there as well, which is really fun to have. So check this out. every single time a phrase ends with playing, it shoots into this effects reverb. And after the effects reverb, I put an auto pan so that the space constantly moves around. So you're constantly going like, oh yeah, ooh, that's sexy. Now there was already reverb on top of this to begin with, but having just that tiny little bit of sexy there, it just helps out. See, reverb went to the left, now a little bit to the right, and then the keys come in the middle. And here again, here, really subtle. Just that. Goes a little bit left and a little bit right again. And then with that da da ba, that's when that big fucking kick hits. Right? Okay. So yeah, a little bit insane there. Anything else? Yeah, there's a lead. Is that lead? Well, there's a little lead there as well, and then I put little sends to that one for an echo boy to just give an ending to the da 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 da, that type of sound. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this tiny little what the fuck session. It's a little bit of an insight to a mix, and this is the kind of detail that makes a mix live and become 3D. And the main tip here is understand the emotional intent of the song, and then from there apply your mixing techniques. I hope you have enjoyed this little episode. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. Make sure to, click subscribe on YouTube and like and all that kind of stuff. I'm shit at YouTube, so that's why I have a low subscriber count. That's the excuse I tell myself. Anyway, much love, guys. Take care. If you want to see more of this crazy nerdy crap, I have a ton of it on Patreon, so check that out. Have a great day.